2 months later. The wedding day. Author's POV. Do you, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘, take Rebecca Patricia as your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you apart? I do. Freen tightened the grip of their hands, looking straight into the younger girl's eyes. Do you, Rebecca Patricia, take 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆 as your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you apart? I do, Becky replied, smiling. Their eyes getting teary, the feelings are overwhelming. They couldn't believe it's happening right now, the day where both of them will spend the rest of their life together. 𝖗𝖊𝖇 and Rebecca, now you may pledge your love towards each other through the exchanging of vows. You can start first. Freen cleared her throat, still holding on to her tears, as she let out a small chuckle before speaking. I never imagined that this day would come. We have been through so much together before making it to this day. Becky, thank you for existing into my life. You are my happiness. I want to thank you for loving me again even though you can't remember anything about me before. I promise that I will protect you from any harm. Thank you for trusting me enough to be the love of your life, and I promise that I will love you from now until forever, Freen said as her voice started to crack. Tears started streaming down from her face as Becky quickly wiped it away with a smile. Now it's your turn, Rebecca, he said with a smile after Freen stopped talking. This still feels like a dream. Having you right here in front of me is the best thing that ever happened to me. Freen, the love you have for me allows me to be close to you like this. Thank you for not giving up on me. I promise to not leave your side through the bad or good days. From now on, we shall never be apart again, and I promise that I shall always love and care for you until eternity. Both of the girls burst out crying in happiness, the cheered from the guests adding the emotion inside of them. Freen wiped the younger girl's tears before giving her a small smile to calm her down. You will now exchange rings as a symbol of the lifelong commitment and abiding love which you as wife and wife have promised to each other, and now repeat after me as you exchange your rings. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness, Freen said as she placed her rings on the smaller girl's hand. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness, Becky said as she did the same. Freen couldn't help but chuckle seeing Becky struggling to insert the ring because of her shaky hand, making the older girl rub her palm, calming her down again. I now gladly pronounce you as wife and wife. You may kiss now. Freen sealed their lips together, still holding on the younger girl's hands as she can feel her heart racing. Becky smiled in between their kiss before tightening the grip of their hands together. Now they are officially each other's properties. Freen's POV. Freen 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. You are so dead to me if I caught you. The monster started to scream, making me quickly run out of the room laughing my ass out. She tried to catch me again, but I dodged before running behind the counter as she was on the opposite. I swear to God. I will kill you. I stick my tongue out before letting out my evil laugh. No, you can't kill me. I am your wife and you love me so much, I replied with a cheeky grin, awakening more of the anger inside of her. I don't fucking care. I told you to not mess with my face anymore. Just wait and see. I will take all your freaking pen, break them in two, and burn them to the ground like I'm gonna do to you once I caught you. Becky yelled again, pointing to me like a mad cat. Gosh, this is so fun. She is such a heavy sleeper. She didn't even notice that I draw something on her face every time she's asleep. Aww. Come on, wifey, I'm sorry, okay? I promise that I will do it again. No, I mean. I promise that I won't do it again, I said, smiling and stand straight like I did some pledge to her. No, you are a dead meat, she said before chasing me again as I quickly run to the living room, running around the furniture, but then suddenly I hit the end of the couch, making me groan in pain, and stopped. Gotcha. Becky pushed me down on the couch before getting on top of me, sitting on my stomach as she started to hit me. Gosh, her fighting skills is getting better by now. I protect myself with my hand while she repeatedly hit me, but it didn't even hurt a bit except for my fucking toes. Wait, baby. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I hold both of her hands, making Becky stop hitting me, and I can see her face become red, making me let out a small chuckle. You mean, I hate you, Becky mumbles, breathing heavily, probably tired from our Tom and Jerry run earlier. I smile before sit up as Becky sat on my lap, and I pulled her waist closer. She looks away, huffing. Oh God, she's so cute right now. My wife is so cute. Hell yes, she's my wife now. It's been a week now since our wedding. I swear it was the happiest day in my life, having Becky as my wife. Thank God everything went well that day, no bullshit drama anymore. But my friendship with Hang going downhill after I knew that he did something to Heidi. I told him to resign from the position in the company and giving it to Tor instead. I can't believe money and power really changed him to be like that. It was disappointing, but people changes, right? Right now, we're just waiting for the results of our IVF. Becky still haven't do the pregnancy test yet, but she will definitely do it soon since she really hoping that it will work. I'm sorry, baby, you are too cute. Let me remove the drawing on your face, okay? I said, pinching her nose and grab the wet tissue on table before holding on her face. Stay still, okay? Aw, I don't want to remove it. You look so cute. You jerk. Do it or I'm gonna hit you again, Becky said, threatened me again and hit my right shoulder. Come on, baby, look at those cat's whiskers. I did pretty well though, I said, proudly pointing to her cheek, and the next thing I knew, Becky bite my left shoulder. 𝖗𝖘. I yelled in pain, but Becky still didn't let me go. God, what is she? A vampire? Or did she really turn into a cat? Babe, okay, I'm sorry. Let me go. Please, I said, stuttering, closing my eyes and groaning in pain as Becky finally let me go. Fuck, that's fucking hurt. Serve you right, if you do it again, I'm gonna bite harder than that. Becky yelled. I look at her red face and I gave her my sly smile before speaking. I mean, it doesn't matter if you want to bite me, but I prefer it to be at another place like my boob dash. Freen, shut up, can you? It's 12 in the freaking afternoon. Becky said and sighed in frustration, but I just grinned. Sex can be done all day, everywhere dash. Before I could finish, Becky bite my shoulder again. 4. It was a normal day at work for me. Gosh, I feel sore all over my body right now. I should have just stayed at home last night instead of going to the gym. Boss, can I take half day today? One of my workers suddenly agreed as I look at him and he showed me his cheeky smile. Why? Got a date today? I asked, chuckling, and he shyly smiled before rubbing his nape. Can I? You can cut my salary. He said, desperately looking at me, hoping that I would say yes, too. Well, he really looks different today. He looks so in love. Just like me, I fell in love with Becky every single day. In fact, it's growing even more now. Fine, you can. I'm not gonna cut your salary, Finn. Have a nice date with your boyfriend. Again on her cheek, looking at the speechless Freen. Baby, you got COVID? Oh my god. Alright, let's calm down and don't panic, okay? Let's go to the hospital and we will quarantine together. Don't worry, we got this, love. I won't leave you. Freen panicked and stood up. The younger girl, on the other hand, couldn't believe what she just heard. Did Freen really thought that she's positive in COVID? Baby, come on. Fuck, that's why you are coughing a lot for this past few days dash. Sriracha, Becky close her eyes and take a deep breath, trying to calm herself down from murdering her wife right here. Yes, baby? Does your chest hurt? Oh no. Let me pack your clothes dash. Becky, quickly pull her down, making Freen sat beside the ladder, surprised with the contact from Becky. Can you please look at this thing again? Freen look at the test kit on her hand again before looking at Becky. Why, what's wrong? It says positive. You are a COVID positive, baby. Becky let out a frustrated sigh again before massaging her head. Didn't expect that her wife would be this dumb. Freen, oh god. I'm fucking pregnant, not a COVID positive, babe. You what? Freen stood up again, surprised with what she just before. Kneeling down on the floor, looking up to the younger girl. Say it again. I'm pregnant, babe. We gonna be a parents. Becky said excitedly. Freen feel clueless and finally get into her sense as she immediately hugged Becky tightly, embracing the girl in her arms. Thank you, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. Thank you so much. Freen thanked her again and again, making Becky smile while rubbing her back. Thank you to you too, Freen. They pulled away. Freen couldn't help but started to cry before cupping the younger girl's cheek, still sobbing silently. We did it, love. Freen whispered softly, choking on her own tears before resting her forehead against each other. Becky leaned into her touch, holding on Freen's hand that are cupping her left cheek. She feels at ease again, all the happiness inside of her growing with every touch. Congratulations, Mrs. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆'𝖘, Freen stuttered, smiling and closed her eyes. 3 months later. Becky's POV. My baby bump started to show. I smile while caressing my belly while Freen have been massaging my feet for 5 minutes already. Does it still hurt, baby? Freen asked, and I shake my head. She's becoming 10x times protective over me. She didn't even let me lift a pillow even though my pregnancy is still in early stage. Babe, that's enough. Come here, I want cuddle, I said with a small pout and spread my arms while Freen let out a small giggle before crawling closer to me. I immediately snuggled into her. Being in her arms is the best feeling ever. Freen caressed my hair while putting her hand on my tummy. Is my baby hungry? Freen asked and I looked at her. Yes, I'm hungry, I replied while Freen chuckled. I asked my baby right here, not you 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘, Freen said, referring to the baby in my tummy, making me roll my eyes. Okay, I mumbled and pulled away, but she pulled me closer laughing while I'm still sulking. One thing I hated for sure is her joke. God, I want to kill her sometimes for all the teasing she have been giving me.
Aww.
I'm just kidding, baby. No, I'm not your baby, don't call me that. I crossed my arms and look away. Freen giggled before lowering herself on the same level as my tummy before caressing my belly, leaving a soft kiss. My baby, mommy is sulking right now, can you tell her that she is my baby too? Freen talking to our baby as I couldn't help but slightly smile with the interaction. Mommy won't talk to mama, what should mama do? Should mama give mommy a kiss? Do you think mommy will forgive mama with that? I smiled and caressed her hair while she's still having the deep conversation. Yes, mommy would love a kiss as an apology, I added, making Freen look at me with a grin before capturing my lips. Our lips dancing against each other, I hold her nape, pulling her closer while Freen sneaked her hands around my waist, basically pulling me closer to her. God, I miss her. She haven't touched me for a month now because she's scared that it might hurt, but in fact it didn't even hurt, and there's nothing wrong doing sex while I'm still in my early stage. Freen still think that I am something fragile that needs to be taken care of carefully. My hands make her waist towards her white shirt while slowly unbuttoned it while Freen exploring my mouth with her tongue. But then she pulled away and held my hand. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆, no. Freen said, catching her breath, making me whine. I miss you, please babe, I begged and ran my hands through her shoulder before pulling her collar, crashing out lips together again. And again Freen pulled away after a few seconds. Seriously? Becky, I'm scared that it might hurt you, baby, Freen said and looked at me. There again.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. It's not gonna hurt, babe, trust me, you are worrying too much, nothing's gonna happen if we did. Please. I need you. I leaned closer to her, stopping my mouth just beside her right ear. Daddy. Her eyes instantly changed after hearing what I just called her as she immediately crashing her lips into mine again, and yes, I made it, bitch. Author's POV. How's life, huh? Nom asked and Freen weakly looked at her. Becky and her pregnancy's craving are insane, Nom, Freen mumbles. The older girl chuckles before looking at the tired woman on the chair while take a sip on her drink before leaning her body back the chair. Tell me about it. Last night, she's craving to hold a baby cow at 1 a.m. in the morning. How am I supposed to find a freaking baby cow at that time? Nom burst out laughing and hit Freen's shoulder repeatedly. She couldn't help but to laugh even more seeing how tired the girl right now. Oh my god. That's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Funny for you and miserable for me. Freen mumbles and sighed for the 100th times again. At least that's still better than wanting to adopt a baby shark, Freen added. Hold up, don't tell me Becky wanted to adopt a freaking shark? Nom asked again, gasping while Freen looked at her before nodding her head slowly. Damn, you might as well open the whole zoo right now, Nom said.
Yeah.
I probably should. Nom shake her head before looking at Freen again with a smile. But, I know you are happy, Freen. I have never seen you this happy before you met Becky, Nom said. Freen couldn't help but to agree, smiling as she looked at the shorter girl. Her life definitely becomes better by now, having Becky beside her is one of the best she ever did. I am so happy, Nom, having my own little family with Becky is one of the best decisions I ever made. I'm so proud of you for stepping into another stage of life, whatever happens I have your back, Freen, Nom said, and suddenly she getting emotional all of a sudden. Oh come on, don't do that, Freen said after seeing her best friend started to cry. God, you are ugly when you are crying, Freen added before giving her the box of tissues, making the older girl hit her back. Stupid bitch. I'm just so happy for you. I know how much you suffer before, Freen. When Saint died, Becky having an amnesia, and when she basically broke your heart repeatedly. I was there witnessing all those moments, and seeing you finally become this happy just make me feel emotional. I'm so happy for you, Nom said, making Freen smile before pulling the girl into a hug. I know, thank you for being there for me, my friend Freen said, rubbing her back with a small chuckle. After a half an hour, they finally bid a
goodbye
to each other as Freen looked at the watch and saw it's currently 10 p.m. right now. Freen knew that she needs to fetch Becky at her parents' house and immediately walked to her car while texting Becky that she would be there in 20 minutes. Smiling, Freen turned off her phone. Becky's POV. Gosh, it's been 1 hour already and Freen still haven't come back from meeting Nom. I look at the clock showing it's almost midnight as I buried my face on the pillow. I miss her so much right now, I can't wait to kiss her and tell her how much I miss her, but now she still haven't come back. I tried to call her, texting her, but no freaking reply at all. That makes me started to get worried. I lay down on my bed while scrolling down my phone and text her again. My eyes started to feel heavy now, but I still want to wait for her to come home so we could go back to our house together. Please bear with it, Becky, wait for Freen. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes and shit, I fall asleep. Author's POV. In the middle of the night, showing 2 a.m. in the morning, Freen opened the bedroom door before quietly walking towards the bed looking at her sleeping wife as she kneeled down. Her tears started to stream down on her cheek, closing her mouth. Freen cried silently before reaching Becky's baby bump. My little ankle, take care of mommy for me, alright? Don't hurt mommy with your little legs anymore, one day mama will come back to you. Freen whispered softly before kissing the tummy, sobbing silently. Slowly stood up, her eyes went to the sleeping girl as she take a look at her wife one last time before softly kissing her forehead. I love you. Freen mumbles before leaving the bedroom. Becky woke up from her sleep as she breathed heavily before quickly look at the time showing that it's 8 a.m. in the morning already. God, did I just had a dreamt about Freen? Becky mumbles and touch her head. She looks beside her and saw no figure at all as she quickly look at her phone showing there's not a single reply from Freen. Her heart started to racing and quickly getting up from her bed before walking downstairs. Becky saw her mom preparing the breakfast. Mom, did Freen came home last night? I'm not sure, what's wrong, honey? I thought you went home already, Mrs. Armstrong replied. No. Freen still haven't got back since last night. I tried to text her and call her, but she didn't even respond to me, Becky said as her voice started to get shaky. She didn't? Try again, honey, the older woman said, and Becky looked at her phone trying again and again, but still no respond. Mom, she didn't pick up the phone call. God, where is she? Becky mumbled, starting to walk back and forth. Mrs. Armstrong starting to get worried too, and she quickly calmed her daughter down. Princess, it's okay, we will try again and again until she's answered, alright? I'm sure Freen is okay, she said, and Becky nodded her head. Becky's POV. It's been 2 weeks, no text, no call, and not even a
Goodbye.
Freen just left me. I cried again for the 100th times. My bed feels empty, my heart feels heavy. Every day I was wondering, what did I do to deserve this? Is it because I hurted her before? That's why she went missing? I feel suffocated. Not seeing her for a week is starting to killing me slowly. I feel mad, anger, disappointed, and more than that. What did I do, Freen? Am I a joke to you? Is our baby a joke to you? That you left without a single word? I place my hand on my tummy, caressing it softly, sobbing quietly. Why does my baby need to go through this? Freen. Freen, why would you do this to me? Is that the sign to hate you? Or is this the sign for me to stop trusting you again? I hate you, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆𝖘. I hate you.